So right now I'm gonna show you how to set up your radio for your flying wing. It will work for any kind of wing because it's the same mixing. I'm gonna use these two radios. It doesn't matter what radio you have. They should all have the same mixing capabilities. And as long as they have mixing capabilities and enough number of channels, and they're computer radios, and they allow you to put dual rates and stuff like that, they're good to go. Now I'm gonna show you the process with these two, the FlySky and FrSky. The first thing you need to do is to create a new model. Let's say I already created a model, but if you want to create a new one, just model select, then select another model. By the way, to confirm anything, you need to press cancel or leave it pressed until you hear that sound. So now that we have a new model, let's go to function setup, and we're going down to 11. This option is self-explanatory. It's just the function that will activate the 11 function. So let's click OK. See that it's off now, so let's click on up or down to activate it. Now it's on. You can modify these percentages if you want. These are the mixings of our channels. Now let's confirm that. So now we have activated the 11. It should work now. If you have your receiver and servos connected, you should see that they move like ailerons and also elevator at the same time. Now you have to check what directions your ailerons or elevons are moving according to your stick, because if they are moving in the wrong direction, just look at it and see which aileron is moving in the wrong direction. If one of them is moving in the wrong direction, then you have to go to functions again, and you're going to reverse, and you're going to reverse that channel with the one that is in the wrong direction. Might be number 1 or number 2, that depends on the way you connected the servos. So reverse it. If the problem continues, then now is something else that is reversed. Try reversing the connections of the servos, or reverse both channels. Try different things to see what corrects the direction. So after that's done, what we have to do next is go to dual rates and exponentials. In Joywing 1.1, the elements are very big and it's very responsive, so you have to put an exponential. I think it's negative exponential of about -70 or something like that. -80 will be the best. So exponential will slow down, will act slowly in the beginning, like when you move your stick close to the center, but when you reach the sides, it will complete the movement. Now the rate is another thing that is very important. If you lower it a little bit, the ailerons or elevons won't move that much. So let's say 70%, elevons won't move that much, so you will have a lot more control when you're going at high speeds. Now you have switch here that will activate that dual rates. So this is one rate that we have set up in here. That's only for channel 1. You have to do the same for channel 2. But when you activate this, you have to select another rate. So maybe you can do this and create another exponential curve, slightly different, to have more or less control, whatever you want. So whenever you flip the switch, let's say you want to go at higher speed, activate it. When you're going lower speeds, switch it to the other side. So you have two different rates, and you will see when you are, if you have the servos, you will see the difference and how the elevons move. So to accept, remember, you have to click cancel to accept it. I didn't save it, but it doesn't matter right now. And well, that's it. You also have subtrim. You should have your connections between the servos and control horns as straight as possible. The elevons should be in 0 position, I mean not up or down. They should be level or centered. But if you find that after the installation they are a little bit off, you can go in here in subtrim and trim them individually, and that will make them center. Okay, in the FR Sky is the same thing. The menu is different. So we go create a new model. Now in the creation of the model, here we have setup wizard. It's an automatic setup process. So if you select airplane, wing, or drone, that will set up all the channels based on few questions. So let's select the wing. It will have a motor, so yes. Let's click page. It will have 2 channels because of my elevons, so that's nice. Page. It won't have rudder, so that's okay. That's pre-selected there, so no. And that's done. We have here the channels, throttle, 11 left and 11 right, channel 3 and 2, and long press enter to confirm. That's it. We have our mixes already in there because that's automatically set up. That's our inputs, and that's our mixer. Our mixer is already set up. You can do this manually, but it's faster if you create a new model and set up everything from there. So now let's go and have our aileron input. Let's do it in here because that way we'll affect both ailerons or both elevons. So in ailerons, let's edit. Let's actually insert before, and in here we're going to an exponential. Let's go to the number and let's give it a positive value. This is different. This is the opposite way that we did in the Fly Sky because they are different systems. But look at the way the curve is. So that's the way it should be. So now when you move, you see that little cross? When you move your stick, it should behave slower in the beginning and faster to reach the destination when it reaches the sides. So that's it. Let's put about 80% of exponential. That's fine. And the weight is like the endpoints. So you see the weight is affected. So now the elevons will move a lot less. They will move a total of 69%. So yeah, so that's one way. And to activate this with a switch, shows switch and press any switch you like. So now it's activated, now it's not, you see? And now you can select or choose another configuration here. So if I activate this switch, I have my dual rate. So now it's 100% everywhere, switch, and I have my soft mode here. It will be more controllable. So that's the way to do it. Now if we go out, you see it's activating and deactivating the aileron thing. And you should do the same for elevator if you want to apply the same. And that's basically it. Now if you want to reverse the channels, let's go to outputs and select the channel that you want to reverse. And in this arrow, just click it and it will reverse the channel. Now if you want to subtrim or to center the elevon, this is a number that means that it's center. 1000 means that it's to one side, 1500 is in the middle, and 2000 is to the other side. So that's the middle point. But if you want to subtrim it, what you have to do is do this if you want to go to one side or the other side. And you can also do this for any channel you want. So that's basically it. That will make your ready to fly your wing.